What's up, guys? The offensive madman Kyle Robinson, and tonight is an interesting endeavor. I'm pretty fucking excited by this actually, because we realized that we've never had a conversation until today, Mr. Steelers.
Yes, that is correct. It's crazy. Didn't even know that until you pointed that out. And I'm very, very sorry about that.
No, it's all good, man. Shit happens. Life is life, and I get it. But we were talking earlier, and I initially was going to do something different, and then we got to talking about hockey like we did last night, and I suddenly had every urge to play NHL 22. So what I decided to do, after breaking some shit, apparently, because I'm the world's most consummate professional. That is a fucking lie. I decided we were going to play some NHL Hut Rush, some Hut, and I was going to spend an hour or so talking to this fine, beautiful gentleman about some hokey.
Thank you.
So, oh, what the hell? Whoa, 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 whoa. Fuck off, Laurel. What's up, buddy? That was rude. I apologize. That was very rude. I'm sorry. Not really. Why did that pop up? Why did that pop up there, but it didn't pop up anywhere? What the actual hell is happening? I saw the chat at the bottom, and I don't fucking know what's happening. I'm only live in one place. Things are confusing. So yes, we are going to talk. We spent probably an hour last night, right?
Yeah.
Going back and forth in the chat room talking about just the varying parts of round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. And I'm excited because I don't usually get to talk to a lot of people about hockey just because I have friends that are fans, but not a lot of them. And now that I know you're a fan, which I still think is comical, because who is your favorite team?
My favorite team, I'm actually a Pittsburgh Penguins fanatic.
Okay. So I'm glad you answered that way, because you initially were talking about getting season tickets to go see Columbus. And I was like, what? And I was very confused. And I was like, I forgot they existed.
Yeah, I do as well too. I live in Columbus. That's why. I go to Blue Jacket games here and there. They're terrible. I'll just say that.
You know what? You're not the Buffalo Sabres.
Yeah.
Literally, think of it this way. The Buffalo Sabres are literally a training ground for regular NHL teams.
You're not wrong about that by any means necessary. I forgot Buffalo was even a team. I forgot I even had a team. I mean, I have so many teams in New York anyway. So.
Dude, right? You wouldn't think with that kind of shit. Like you would think they would. Oh, what the fuck? I'm not paying that much attention to the actual game. That's what I get. You would think that with that kind of market share, there wouldn't be 800 fucking teams in New York, but there are. What it's like? There's the Islanders, the Rangers, the Buffalo Sabres. Is there one more? I think there's one more in there. Am I crazy?
I think there is one more. I'm trying to remember.
I also do not know off the top of my head. So yeah, that's. I just realized that there's no audio coming out of the game, which is the end of the world. But I totally fucking forgot about that.
Okay, so it's the Rangers, the Islanders, and the Sabres.
Are those the only 3?
Those are the only 3.
Okay, so yeah, there's 3 hockey teams, 3 in New York, and like, one of them is an absolute dumpster fire.
Oh, definitely.
like, okay. What do you not know, Laurel? What do you not know? Are you a hockey fan, Laurel? I don't know if you are or not. I also hashtag fuck Laurel. I still want that t-shirt. I gotta make that t-shirt. Yeah, like, I became a fan like 3.5 years ago, and a lot of people were giving me shit over it because I became a hockey fan when the Blues won the Stanley Cup. And so it took me a long hot minute to learn the various teams and the stuff like that. But when I heard Seattle was getting a team, I was like, you know what? I'm pretty excited about this. And then I realized, like, watching them play, I went, oh shit, they're the next Buffalo. Like, they were pretty bad this year.
I mean, yeah, but there's progress. I mean, I think when I look at it, I don't see them being Vegas, because Vegas just took off. Like,
it was nuts.
That was wild. But I mean, give it another year or two, and they'll probably be in the playoffs.
So you're talking about that, and that makes me that brings me to this. So Pittsburgh, you were a Pittsburgh fan. Pittsburgh got eliminated in the first round. Not surprising. Injuries. Injuries kicked the shit out of them, and I can say the same for the Blues, because we lost at least three of our key defensemen after game one, and so I really didn't know we were going to make it past Minnesota at that point. But I, for one, was pulling like a son of a bitch for Pittsburgh after that double overtime or triple overtime win, when they took the goalie out and put Deming in, and I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome. Like, that's amazing. The dude came in after sitting on the bench for 4 hours and literally won the game. I was like, that's awesome. Now I just want them to make it to the final. But it obviously didn't happen that way.
I mean, it's a possibility they still can make it to the finals. I mean, the game against Colorado. I mean, nobody's really too much taking Colorado for like, oh my God, like, scary. Mm-hmm. But then again, with it being wide open as it is right now, it does make it a little bit more scary. I think St. Louis, they when I watched the first period, they're just attacking on all cylinders, and then it just fell apart the second period. It's like, okay.
Which is funny, because statistically all season they've outscored pretty much everybody in the second period. So I was actually really surprised that they shit the bed as hard as they did in that game, in the second period especially.
Yeah, it blew me, because I'm like knowing what St. Louis had come through. Basically, you have a clear path to the Stanley Cup right in front of you.
Yeah, if you can get, I think if they get past Colorado, I think that they're going to the final.
Yeah, I don't see anything, or I don't really see anybody standing in their way. Per se, but then again, as we know, when it comes to sports in general, anything is possible.
Yeah.
So, that's what I'm scared about.
I am interested for a couple of reasons. Did you see Gretzky's fucking what was it called? His bracket. He made a bracket. Literally was able to pick everybody from the first round. I'm going to try to get into a fight, Laurel. I'm going to try.
It's Gretzky. Are we surprised?
No. But I was like, okay, cool. So he's got the Blues going to the final. And I was like, okay, if that's the way that it pans out, awesome. But we'll see if they can get past Colorado. Last night was rough.
Yeah, last night was Was rough. Not the worst thing in the world, but luckily it's game one.
Mm-hmm.
So take a deep breath. It's really game one.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you could make an argument that they, they could come out swinging in game 2, game 3, and really just wear them down. And I think that's what they have to in order to win. Honestly, I don't think you're going to outplay them.
No, they're not going to outplay them. They're going to have to come out. They're going to have to really come out swinging. Um, as much as you have to. This is a series. If it goes past 5 games, maybe 6, if you can keep it within that 5 to 6 range, you have a chance. If it goes to 7, I don't know. If St. Louis goes to 7, I don't know if they can beat Colorado in 7.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Because this is a team that you want to jump on them early to finish it, but you don't want to give them any leadway to get back into the series. Like they have to take St. Louis has to take the next 2 games, build that confidence back up because you limp basically into the playoffs, and then you got lucky because other good teams got eliminated. Boston, Pittsburgh, yeah, they got eliminated. So it's like, all right, this is our chance. And then, like we said before, you got to take that opportunity because this opportunity is not going to come around very often. And luckily, Vegas didn't even make the playoffs, which
yeah, I was shocked by that, honestly.
So, I mean, the stars are aligning. This is really. I mean, it's honestly to me personally, it's Tampa, Carolina, or St. Louis. That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that one. The thing is, and I've come to this conclusion. When we picked up Nick Leddy at the beginning or at the trade deadline, it got me thinking because I do a lot of just because I like following the business side too, just because it's entertaining to me. But I was like, I wonder how much room they had, and if you look at their actual contracts, they have this year and next year. I think after next year, I don't know. I told my mom this the other night. I don't know that we see them make a deep run for a while. I think there's a lot of rebuilding and a lot of experience that needs to be funneled in if they are to make it far, because they're losing all kinds of players after the 2022 season.
Yeah, that's really the second part about hockey. That's like when it came to a couple years ago when what was it? It was 3 years ago. The Blue Jackets beat Tampa Bay in the first round, and then we're just people were just ecstatic. And then we played Boston. I think we're losing like 5 or 6. They lost in 5 or 6 games to Boston, and then the next year you just get injured. But then you're like, you look at the roster, you look at it like from the business side, because I look at the business side too, and you're like, well, fuck, that was really the only opportunity you had because the team they're about to blow up the team.
Mm-hmm. And I think, yeah,
it sucks. It's like in hockey, you have a short window. You literally have a short window of time.
Well, because some of those players that you have that come out and they do really, really good work. I'm talking like fantastic. Like, case in point, Jordan Kyrou.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrou is a fucking stud. And I don't think that they're going to be able to afford to keep him with some of the contracts that are already in place. Once he's out past his initial contract, I don't think I don't think they can keep him. I really don't. I think he's going to go somewhere else.
That sucks.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Yeah, I think he's one. I personally, and I told my wife this. So our anniversary falls in in October. Well, we happened to be in St. Louis when they played Minnesota, I think it was, in like the first or second game of the season, and we outshot them and outscored them 7-2 in like the first or second game of the season. And I told my wife then, I said, Kyrou is a fucking stud, and this is going to be his breakout year. And I'd fucking be damned if I wasn't right.
He had a great year.
I think he's on the cusp of something great. I think we have a lot of young talent that's decent, but I don't think you can hold on to all of them.
And that's the sucky part about it, is because when you do draft well, it's great, but then you're like, oh fuck, if they actually exceed your expectations and are in some cases, do good with your expectations, meet those, you're like, fuck, how are we supposed to afford everybody? Like, because Kyrou, the thing about Kyrou too is he's super young as well too. So I mean, he could change teams because the dude's only 24. He literally could change teams. I mean, by the time next year he'll be about 25, so he'll be a free agent at 25. And I mean,
yeah. Yeah. And that's the big one, like his contract. So if I remember looking right, and I'm probably off, missing a couple, but O'Reilly's contract, Tarasenko's contract, Kyrou's contract, who else? Perron's contract. I know I'm missing a couple, but that right there, those names right there are literally the backbone of the St. Louis organization. That's like trying to keep Crosby and fucking like I can't think of the other guy off the top of my head, but for the life of me, and I knew as soon as you say it, I'll be like, I know him. I can't think of his name though, but he's the guy that's always in talk. But like when they mention Crosby, they mention him too. And I can't remember his name.
I know who you're talking about.
You can't think of it either. Yeah, it annoys me because I'm like, I know his name. But it's like, I guarantee you, like they would have a similar problem trying to keep all of them guys. That's the big one. Is there's fuck me. I'm over here getting my ass whooped.
I think the thing with the Pittsburgh Penguins is it's like they've had a history of winning beforehand, so it kind of made it a little bit easier. Because the type of organization that they're going into with St. Louis. St. Louis is not about organization by any means necessary. It's just now steam is kind of picking up, and you're like, okay, we have some real good teams here. Got some really good young talent in St. Louis, but it's tough to keep people nowadays. It really is, because I mean, like you said, money is really the number one thing. It's money.
I mean, and I get it. Contracts and careers for the most part are short in hockey. Hockey's physical as hell, so I get it. But at the same time, like it really kind of makes you just stop and think, well, damn, what could we have done different? And I think, like, my biggest thing with St. Louis, like you said, Pittsburgh has a series or a history of being able to win and whatnot. Like, I am a big St. Louis fan, but let's be fair. They won the Stanley Cup in 19. And then ever since then, we've been eliminated twice in the first round. This is the first year we've made it past the first round. Now, admittedly, there's, a lot of differentiation there because the first year of the 2020 season was in the bubble after the shutdown. And then last year there was a lot of like fans weren't in attendance or things like that. And I think that hurts a team like St. Louis because I think they feed off that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and every team does, but I definitely think that they're big on feeding off their fans. And when you don't have that, I could see where that was a problem. But that's the thing is now everyone's basically calling it a fluke. And it's like, dude, can we not? Like, it's just it's a little frustrating as a fan of St. Louis that I want to see them win back-to-back cups, not for any other reason than just because ESPN and all those broadcasting companies, they would have to acknowledge it at that point.
They definitely would have to, and plus it would be cool because I mean, when you look at most of the teams that have won it, or you know the most stable teams, you have the Penguins, the Bruins, Tampa Bay, Vegas has come up there too now.
Oh yeah,
really out of nowhere.
They've still never won it. They've never won, but they're in the discussion.
Yeah, they're. I don't know how, but yeah, St. Louis, they really like you have to be able to strike, and I think that's the hardest part about with St. Louis because you do have a lot of young talent, but the best players leave soon.
So, because I'm not really sure how long we were going to do this, we just wanted to sit around and bullshit and talk about hockey. So now I'm curious, while we're talking about this, if you've said something about how you thought St. Louis or Carolina or Florida would be the ones that would pull it out. What do you see? If you had to guess, what do you think the Eastern Conference Final looks like?
The Eastern Conference. Jeez, you put me on the spot. If I had to, Jesus Christ, you just put me on the spot. I hate getting put on the spot. If I put on the spot. Okay, since you're putting me on the spot, if I had to pick it out the Eastern Conference, just off rip, me personally. Hopefully nobody's offended with this. I'm saying Carolina and Tampa.
Okay.
That's what I personally see. But as we know, anything can happen.
Okay. So you think Carolina and Tampa. What do you think the Western looks like?
St. Louis and Calgary.
Really?
Yep.
Really? That surprises the shit out of me.
I just don't really care for Edmonton. I don't care for Edmonton. I don't. I don't care for either or, but hey. That's what I think.
So I'm going to go the opposite side of that. I think it's going to be Edmonton and St. Louis in the Western.
Okay.
I think that it's going to be I think Tampa Bay is definitely got the feed. I think the Tampa Bay is going to take that series against Carolina. Now the Florida, it's Florida and why is my brain not processing?
It's Florida and Tampa. It's Carolina.
It's Carolina and yeah. My bad. My brain was not. My brain was not. I do think I got to go with that. I do think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Tampa and Carolina.
I have to agree. I don't see anything special about this Rangers team.
I don't either.
I don't. I mean, the Florida Panthers, I'm happy for them, but you're going against the back-to-back champions. That's not an easy task to ask for anybody.
No. And the fact that this is the first full season that they've managed to kind of pull in and go, oh, hey, look, here's this. And people really kind of expected them to get bumped out, but they didn't.
Yeah. I was kind of shocked.
I honestly was too. I really figured that they would have shit the bed after losing that first game. I really did. But I don't know. I like the fact that Tampa's there only because of Pat Maroon. At this point, I'm okay if Pat Maroon wins like a record amount of cups in a row, just because Pat fucking Maroon. But not at the expense of the Blues in general. I don't like that. The other part of that, though, like, personally, I wouldn't be against at all seeing the Blues and Tampa Bay, just because I think that would be a fun series. I think it would be a lot of fun to watch that. I think the Blues versus any of those four teams is going to be good. I think at the same time, though, I won't count out Edmonton because I think Edmonton's going to beat Calgary. I really do. I don't know that they're going to sweep them, but I definitely think they're going to beat them. Because Edmonton has probably some of the best players in the entire league on their team. And you know, you can't argue with McDavid and Draisaitl. Like that is a lethal ass combination of players. And
you can't, but I think Calgary might just have their number because I mean nobody really saw the Bruins really losing.
No, they didn't, and that's that. I didn't expect them to make the final, but I was shocked to see them get eliminated in the first round.
Yeah, I didn't expect final, but yeah, first round. I thought maybe Eastern Conference.
Hey, there's a fight.
Yeah, I thought that they could have made it that far, but I'm like, oh, okay, they didn't make it that far. First round, that's kind of it's not Bruin-esque.
No, No, they definitely didn't quite hold up like I expected them to. And I'm glad that they got eliminated. Personally.
Oh, God. Yeah, I hate Boston. Me, you, and Titan all said we hate Boston.
Fucking can't stand Boston.
I can't stand Boston. I hate Boston Red Sox, Patriots, everything. Yeah. I hate Boston.
Yeah. My wife's best friend she's from Boston. And I used to give her shit because she was a huge Red Sox fan. And I'm like, no, this is bad. This is what you do not do that. You do not do these things. Terrible. And like when we had the Red Sox against the Cardinals in the World Series, there was that in and of itself when I actually used to follow baseball. But after seeing some of the shit Boston did said in the final in 19, and just realizing that they're just a kind of a shitty organization. Like, you know what? Fuck them in the rat. I don't care. Like, no.
I hate them, but I rather them win than the Yankees. I have a personal disdain for the Yankees because the reason why is because I was born in Atlanta, and I have a disdain for them because I'm a Braves fan.
Gotcha.
Thank God we just want to score. Carolina scored.
Did they?
Yep, Carolina just scored.
Oh shit.
Yeah, fuck, it went so fast. Like the goalie tripped up basically.
So
he literally tripped up.
1-1 now?
1-1. Jesus.
Third period?
It's going wild. Yes, third period. 2 minutes, 23 seconds.
Oh, shit.
Is this? Yeah, this is going to OT.
Oh, wow.
Still screaming? Oh, fuck. I think Titan got off.
Did he?
I think so. Come on, Titan.
Message him, be like, get your ass in here. Have a discussion with us.
Yeah, let me message him real quick.
But
Dude, it's going crazy. It was Sebastian Aho.
Sebastian Aho.
Aho.
Dude, he's a hell of a player. Aho is a hell of a player.
Yeah. Yeah, his goal was beautiful.
That was so. When I watched the last game with Pittsburgh, well, the game 7, I think it was. I gotta give them credit. There was one goal as I turned that sumbitch on. There was a goal, and I was amazed because he literally kicked it up with his skate and batted the damn thing out of midair. Aw, thanks. Appreciate it, buddy. Glad that you liked and subbed. I don't know why it didn't give me the little notification because it tends to hate me, I think. I don't know why it does that. It's dumb, but I very much appreciate the like and the sub. Hope to see you around for more streams. The hockey one is a little bit out of the ordinary. What the fuck was that? It's a little bit out of the ordinary. This is the first time I've actually done a hockey stream. Next season, and maybe even in the off season, I might do some hockey videos because I am very much a hockey fan. I enjoy the hooky.
Oh, me too. I love it.
And holy shit! Hey, there it goes. Now it fucking gives me the notification. Thank you for the sub. Fucking God, that was delayed. Jesus Christ. No, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. That makes 104. I'm pretty fucking amped. Like things have started to slowly work their way up, and I'm happy about it. But yeah, no, the hockey thing is not really the most normal thing that I do, but this was literally because this came out on a whim. You should do the NHL playoff Leafs versus Sens. You know what? I might do that. That's not a terrible idea.
Not. That's a good idea. Well, I think that's a great idea.
I'm down for it. I don't hate that. I don't hate that in the slightest. I thought about that actually. I thought about doing random what's the word I'm looking for? Random simulations as the playoffs proceeded, just because it gives me a chance to shoot the shit and talk hockey, and I'm God damn it, and I'm okay with that. So I don't know if you'd be down, Mr. Steeler. Maybe we'd maybe that's something we could do. I'd be down for it.
I'd be down for it too. That sounds fun. Oh.
Give us set up a simulation and just bullshit over the game.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
I would be down for that. We'll have to set up something. That'd be fun. But
yeah, this is going to overtime.
Is it?
Yep.
The only reason I'm still watching AEW at this point is because I want to know who the Joker is in the women's division, and I'm about to find out. So I'm probably going to turn it over to the game.
I have not watched AEW in a while. Well, wrestling is for me. I do love wrestling, but it's just I spend more time watching WWE.
Ew.
We know that product has been diluted for over a decade. I mean, it had some good years. I think I really fell out of wrestling after like 2014.
Honestly, for me, I was in tune with everything going on up until about a year ago this week. I made a trip to Houston, Texas, and worked a wrestling show. And I was told this was, mid-pandemic, all that shit. We knew that. But we were told it was a 4,000 to 5,000 seat arena. 10 motherfuckers showed up. Wow. 10 motherfuckers. And it's a 9-hour drive. 9-hour drive from where I was. What the fuck am I watching? I'm very confused. What is this high-tie bullshit? I'm utterly confused right now.
Yeah, that's
okay, whatever. But there was 10 people that showed up, and I'm pretty sure like only 2 of them paid. So it was a pretty terrible experience, to say the least. And after that, I kind of felt a little burnt and frustrated, and decided that I was going to, I kind of stepped out for a while, and then I started watching AEW, and I was like, you know what? I don't hate it. I don't hate that. So I've watched it pretty regularly, but for the most part, I've been watching, especially throughout the hockey season, I've been watching any of the hockey games that are on. Okay, what the fuck? No, god damn it.
Oh yeah, I understand. AEW. I feel like when it comes to AEW, I feel like it's kind of like it's like in the baby stage. It's like not like it's not hitting like an early TNA, because if you watch TNA between 2002 and 2007,
yes,
oh my god, that AJ Styles. I still remember when Samoa Joe first came, and he challenged AJ Styles for the world title.
Yup.
That
Steiner math.
Oh my god! Kurt Angle, when he first got there,
yep,
that was great. Before it turned into what it turned into.
Hogan regime.
Oh my god!
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I agree. I
Sting,
agree.
before he got aligned with a lot of people and all that.
Dude, Sting is still one of the craziest things I've ever seen, because hey, my bot does work. Yay. Sting is still one of the craziest things I've ever seen, just because he finally shows up in WWE. He wrestled like 3 matches and then retired. And I was like, motherfucker, really?
Triple H squashed him
at WrestleMania,
Then I think the Seth Rollins match, I think they said he had a concussion.
Seth Rollins did the buckle bomb, and when he landed wrong, bounced his head off of the thing, and ta-da, they wouldn't let him wrestle again. And now the dude is 62 years old, I think, and diving off of fucking balconies, like.
I mean, well, I guess it really, Sunday, Ric Flair and Terry Funk are supposed to fight.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
I thought that was like just people being funny, but then Ric Flair came out and said, no, we're really fighting. And it's like, you're like 80.
He fucking old as shit. You should not be in a wrestling ring, bro.
Him and Terry Funk are like, because Terry Funk is super old. Like, Terry Funk is retired like multiple times.
He retired like 802 times.
Yeah, like please.
Just don't die. Don't die. That's all it is. Just don't die.
I don't think their match is going to be anything crazy.
No, God, I don't think you could.
I hope there's no blade jobs.
Jesus Christ.
But he loves a good blade job.
If Flair ain't bleeding, Flair ain't doing it right. And Flair's, hey, 2 games, 2 fights. This sounds like a good time. I'm okay with this.
I don't want him to bleed, though. I mean,
at this point, if he bleeds, he's just gonna herniate everywhere. Oh.
I wouldn't. Oh God.
Even you're like, oh, I don't know about all this, man. I don't know.
I would watch. I don't think that nobody wants to watch that.
I don't want to see this happen.
I'm not gonna watch the fight in general, because it's like you're way past your prime. Like I remember when he fought Michaels.
Oh yeah, Russell. Yep.
And then it's like a couple months later we see you in TNA, but I thought you. Okay, whatever.
Well, so like I didn't mind him going to TNA. The problem I had was if you watch that and then go and watch the match with him and Hogan. Oh my Lord, absolutely terrible. Just not that I've ever been a fan of Hogan. I personally think Hogan was super overrated, but
he had some good matches.
He had good matches when people would carry him.
Yeah, he couldn't carry.
He could, he couldn't wrestle his way out of a wet paper bag. And a lot of people get all upset with that. They're like, "Oh my God, how dare you fucking say that?" I'm like, "No, he was charismatic as shit. That's really all he had going for him." I'm just saying.
I liked his NWO run before it became Wolfpack and everything, and then
No,
his
yeah.
2002 run with the
Oh,
WWE Championship was really good. That was his last real good run, in my personal opinion.
oh yeah, I agree. I agree with that entirely. The NWO run that led up to Mania 18, I think was some of the best writing WWE ever did.
Oh, man, it was. I mean, because it was hard. I mean, you had to, because it was like WrestleMania 17 is still the best WrestleMania ever.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
yeah. Yeah, no, it's up there. I don't know that I would call it the best ever, but it's definitely up there. I
what's
think
your favorite one?
if I had to pick a specific one, 25.
25. 25. And then I remember 20. I remember 25. I remember 25.
I think 25 for a multitude of reasons, but you know, Michaels and Taker.
Okay.
You
Yep.
had like that match in and of itself was probably the best damn match that I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And then you have the Austin retirement thing, the Hall of Fame with that which was awesome. Like just for sentimental reasons, I would probably say 25.
25. Okay. For me, it was seven. For me, it was 17 because I was such a big Hardy Boys fan.
Oh yeah.
And this will also not trying to not trying to hurt anybody's feelings or anything of this nature, but I was a Chris Benoit fan
Dude,
before this stuff happened.
no, I'm with you. I'm still like, okay, you don't want to talk about not wanting to hurt people's feelings. Let me do that for you. I'm still a fan of Chris Benoit's. I don't agree with any of the things that happened, obviously. I still have a lot of questions. I still think a lot of shit's a little goofy. However, I 100% believe that the man did a hell of a job in the ring. I think he did a hell of a job in the ring and had a hell of a career. And I think that he deserves to at least be remembered for his body of work. Do I understand why they don't want to put him into the Hall of Fame? Sure, I get it. But I think it's weird that they don't want to acknowledge that his son is wrestling. And I understand that to an extent because his son looks just fucking like him.
But his son, how do you think his son feels? Like,
Oh,
his
yeah.
son
Yeah.
literally lost his brother and his mother and his dad in one night.
Yeah,
Like, how do you think he feels?
It's a fucked up situation for sure. I'm trying to think. I think that he's got a good future if he wants to pursue it, but I understand why WWE kind of stays away from that. I understand that completely. It's one of those scenarios where I feel like his body of work wasn't really given the look maybe that it should have been at a later date. I know some people would get all upset with that, but to me, I think you can't if you can't separate the performer and the man, to me, that's a little weird.
Because, like, you know, when you hear some of the old cases and stuff that happened, like, when you said that, my whole thing was Jimmy Snuka. I didn't know a lot about that until probably like 4 or 5 years ago. Like, okay.
Yep. And they've still got Tamina on the roster. Like, to me, it's weird that you can do the two of those things and they're somehow not the same.
I don't know. I think they just pick and choose. But then also too, I think it's because Benoit fell into the situation. It almost felt like the Hulk situation of the 90s with the steroids.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we did Benoit do steroids? More than likely. but Kurt Angle even came out and said like he was taking pills like it was nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you watch Dark Side of the Ring and hearing some of the stories, some people doing cocaine before matches
Mm-hmm.
or this, that, and another, you're like, well,
The 90s were a fucking terrible time in the professional wrestling business.
the 80s were crazy.
Like,
Yeah, it's just crazy. Oh, and Titan said he gotta make dinner for the missus and him. She fell asleep, so dinner
well,
duty is yeah.
that's
Yeah,
rude.
because
Rude.
my favorite Benoit match is like I love the ladder match from the Royal. I think it was the 2001 Royal Rumble. Him and Jericho for Intercontinental title. I love that. The WrestleMania 16 match. It was him, Kurt Angle, and Jericho at 16. I love that. I just love Benoit because he was more of a technical wrestler. But my favorite probably Benoit match of all time was probably the triple threat match at WrestleMania 20
Yep.
against Shawn Michaels and Triple H. I mean, probably one of the greatest triple threat matches that I've ever seen.
Oh, it was fucking phenomenal. And that's the only match that I would put up there in the same area as it would probably be Bryan, Orton, and Batista from 30.
That's no questions about that. That's no questions at all. Um, that match was just Batista went over. I mean, Batista in those type of matches, usually you're used to him squashing with Randy and with Daniel Bryan,
Mm-hmm.
giving an extra element because you remember the original match really was supposed to be Triple H versus Randy versus Batista.
Yeah.
And then they were going to do Randy versus Batista or Randy versus Triple H again. It was just like, yeah, no, let's not do that.
That was the one time that they actually called an audible and it made sense. And I was okay with it.
Yeah, I was pretty fine with it. I had no complaints.
I mean,
I still don't like Brock Lesnar beating The Undertaker, though. But hey.
I feel that. I feel that shit. To this day, I'm shocked I still have a fucking TV. Because when that happened, I thought I was going to throw something. That was I understand it after listening to Taker talk. I kind of understand why they did what they did and how they did it, but I don't like it. Now, I also never thought I would say that I'm a fan of face Brock Lesnar, but I was a fan of face Brock Lesnar. Like, I was a fan of face Lesnar in his last run going into Mania against fucking Roman Reigns. I was a fan of that, and I never thought I would say that.
I enjoyed it. I have no complaints at all with that. I'm just tired of them facing each other. Like it's cool after a while, but it's like okay. Then when you throw in the Seth Rollins element, like I think it was 30. Was it 35 or 30?
31.
31. But you remember? But then Rollins beat him in I think it was 35 or 36 that Rollins beat him 1-on-1. It was like officially the match 2 minutes, but
oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I like that match, but I'm like,
when you have to try that hard to get someone over, it just doesn't work.
But the thing was, they didn't need to try that hard. So I think what screwed, and this is what, when people talk about how could you do the Intercontinental title, I think what screwed over the Intercontinental title was it was better. Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler made it great because if you watch their matches from SummerSlam 2018, SummerSlam 2018, and Money in the Bank 2018. Those were some of the Iron Man match that they did, and some of the other matches that Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler did that year was great, and it made the Intercontinental title feel like
it mattered,
like it really mattered. But when you took that from there and put him in the world title picture, which I don't have a problem with him in the world title picture. you kind of like messed up because it's like, who do you have now? Like, you could keep putting the title on the Miz, but after a while, it's kind of going to be like, we all were waiting for the Miz to get another WWE Championship, which,
Yeah, that didn't go quite the way anybody thought it would.
oh my God, never should have left Drew McIntyre's hands, my personal opinion. But hey, I didn't have a problem with Lashley, but I really fell in love with McIntyre. But I understood why, you know.
I get it, but at the same time, it's one of those you gotta be able and willing to make a change. And they made a change. I don't think it was a bad change. I don't think it was a bad idea. I just don't know that they and I think it's still the problem today. They don't have the star power to carry.
They don't build up stars properly. Like Braun Strowman. Like, my whole thing about Braun Strowman was when he won the Money in the Bank, he reminded me of Daniel Bryan, somebody who was so close. When he became the Monster in the Bank, he should have won it. He should have won it.
I agree.
It shouldn't have took that long for him to win it, because by the time he won it, he lost a lot of momentum.
Nobody cared anymore because they didn't think they'd ever actually pull the trigger.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm like, I'm happy, but it's like, you're probably like 3-4 months late.
Oh, easily. Oh, fuck. I'm going to finish this game up, and I think we'll be right at about an hour, which is not normally what I do, but I figure I am interested in the Edmonton game, mainly because I care who we play. But
I really think Calgary. I got Calgary in 6.
You think?
Calgary in 6.
All right. I'm curious. We'll have to keep tabs on this because I
definitely will. Oh, it just started too. I'm still watching Carolina in the rain. Yeah, it just started. I'm just ready for Carolina to win this game. Like,
are they still playing?
They're still playing. It's overtime.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
I'm curious now. Like, now I want to know. I may need to switch that over. Because,
you know what? That's why I'm not trying to switch to Calgary, because I'm like, this game is really.
Hold on. Let me see here. Because I saw what I wanted to see here. Let me. Is that ESPN that it's on? Is that right?
Yeah, ESPN.
I gotta remember what fucking channel that is. There we go. Oh wait, is it still showing? Yeah, it's still Carolina. And okay, cool.
Yeah, ESPN2 is Calgary.
Oh, did they actually put it on ESPN2?
Yep, they put it on. Oh my God, who just scored? Yes, Carolina just scored.
Oh, you sumbitch! You're ahead of me. Oh, that was pretty. I'm a good luck charm for Carolina. Turn that shit up.
The goalie just looked distraught. Like, I did not see that. I'm thinking, like, I thought he had it.
Well, that's like Bennington last night when Bennington gave up that game winner. Dude, I legit thought that man was going to cry. Because he played his ass off for that win, and he deserved that win. He deserved the win. The Blues didn't, but he did. And damn, he was very distraught. Which, I mean, it's like you said earlier. It's a game. It's game one. It's not bad to go down in game one. It's not a bad time to be off your game, but anytime you can go up in a series is always nice. So that's what the fuck are they doing?
I don't know.
What is this cult shit that is going on in Carolina?
I think they play Elden Ring too much. I don't know. Like, I was kind of freaked out. Like, what?
I'm clipping that. That's going on TikTok. Oh shit! I don't know what the hell that was. That was weird. I've never seen that at the end of a game before. Fucking Carolina's a goddamn cult. That's what we've learned tonight. Oh man.
Goalie looks like he just wants to quit. Like he's like, yeah, I
Even yeah. Oh, he dropped the stick. Even I didn't see that.
yeah, like
He.
it was such a beautiful goal too. Like okay,
It was
that's
pretty.
why, I thought he had it. I thought he had it off his back leg, but because of the angle that he shot it from. But when you see it go through, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, you moved off the way. I would have, okay, makes sense. Who was that moved out?
Oh,
the
it
way?
bounced off his leg. It bounced off the defender's leg.
Yep, and went in
And
wow.
redirected. Wow. I was watching that replay there. Yeah, that went right off. Was it Machushkin? Is that his name? I think that's who that was. But it went right off his leg. Yeah. Shit. You gotta. Oh God, they're coming back out. What the fuck is happening? I'm so scared. At this point, I'm afraid they're gonna try to like summon Cthulhu. What the fuck? Fucking.
Like, just go change.
I think they're doing. I've got it muted, but I think they're doing like the 3 stars of the game. But it was still weird. Like that whole circular thing was just really weird.
Yeah, I was like,
I've never seen him do that before.
Me neither.
Like what? Oh shit. So, see, that's yeah. Now Carolina pulls it. I think Carolina's, that's going to be a nice or not ego boost, but a nice confidence booster for them.
Yeah, I think that really should boost their confidence. The Rangers just look destroyed, like distraught.
They're at the end, yeah, for sure. They just didn't look like they did not look like they deserved to be at that particular level. But I mean, again,
make a mistake like that.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing too, though. Like, I kind of get it again because, like, last night was a prime example. With the Blues going to overtime and that whole thing. I get why they look that way, but that was definitely that's yeah. You're talking about a team that their defender basically put the puck in the net for them.
Yeah, he threw the stick down because he knew, like.
Oh, he knew it bounced off the defender.
Yeah.
He was like, well, fuck.
That's going to be a fun conversation in the locker room.
Have you ever watched any of, like, the coaches' things after the games?
Times. It depends.
Dude, some of those are funnier than hell.
Oh yeah, I know the coach is going off like in the locker room like right now. He's cussing. I know he's cussing like in everything.
The first one I ever saw, and it was a while after the fact, but the first one I ever saw was with Parubi and after the San Jose hand pass in 19. And I remember going back later on and watching his conversation with the guys in the locker room. And I was like, how long did it take you to edit this? Because it was explicative, like bad. And I was like, yep, that's a locker room for you. I mean, it makes sense. But it was just crazy just how angry he got. And just how much he let it go. And he wasn't even mad at them. He was just mad in general at the situation. But I was like, damn. Now it's just fun to watch them lose their shit. Fuck. So are they going to leave that on ESPN? Is that what they're doing? Or are they going to
they're going to leave that. They're going to leave it on ESPN. ESPN2 has the other one.
So they're going to... Oh, nope. They switched over.
Oh, they switched it?
They switched it. Because I was fixing to switch over, and then, whoo, that was pretty. I'm over here playing Hut, and I fucking one-timed my way into a fucking lead with, oh shit, Calgary's already up 2-0?
What the fuck? Did my phone not go? My phone did not go off and tell me that. What the fuck?
Goddamn. Holy, yeah, they're on a power play. Fuck. Okay.
I'm not upset. I might have... God.
Okay, well, Calgary came out and said, fuck this bald prick. We're going to make him eat his words.
Shit.
2-0 already. 4 minutes into the first.
God
Jesus.
damn. They keep this up.
This might be another Nashville fucking Avalanche game.
God fucking damn it! I did. Yeah, 2 games already.
They were all on that shit. Wow.
Edmonton come to play like Edmonton.
First 51 seconds of the game, they scored twice. Holy fuck.
Oh, I thought he was about to score a third time. I was like, okay, if he scores a third fucking time already, like, yeah.
Well, that's shit, yeah. You're a little bit ahead of me, but I just know what you were talking about.
Yeah, like I literally thought he had it. I'm like, okay.
There was, what game was it I was watching? And I forget who was playing. I forget any of the shit that was involved. But I'm telling you what, man, like, it was within a matter of 3 minutes, they were up fucking 4-0. I was like, holy fuck. You should probably just call it at this point. Like, goddamn. 4-0 in less than 3 minutes. I'm like, you should probably swap your goalie. Jesus. Like, that's a bad time. That is a bad time.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I still can't. That's crazy. 51 seconds and they're up by 2. Okay, whatever. Like, I don't personally care who wins this series, just because I don't, like I said, if we make it past the Avalanche, I don't think either one of these guys are going to be a problem. But I also am more curious about how Edmonton and Calgary, teams that aren't typically in the conversation for playoffs, to how they're going to fare.
This game is going to tell you a lot.
Fun fact, I did not know this until the other day. Did you know that the Montreal Canadiens are the first team in NHL history to go from Stanley Cup final to the first in the draft lottery in consecutive seasons?
No.
Yeah, the Canadiens went from the Stanley Cup final last year to being the first overall draft pick in the lottery this season. They are the first team ever to go basically from second to last in an entire season.
Another God. All right.
Holy fuck.
Okay.
Jesus. Okay. I might have to put my money where my mouth is on this one. I thought this was definitely going to be the other way around. I really thought Edmonton was going to walk away with it. But
I didn't see 3-0 right now.
But apparently.
But that was a pretty goal. Like, I'm not.
Oh, he one-handed that, deked that dude out of his fucking skates. Jesus.
Might have to have therapists come talk to the team after this game. Like, seriously, like, are you guys okay? Like, how are you feeling?
Show me on the doll where they touched you.
Yeah,
Jesus. God damn! I didn't expect this. Oh, they pulled the goalie. Holy shit!
Yeah, they had to.
Wow.
Yeah,
oh man, how does that? That's got to make him feel like $1 million fucking dollars. Fucking Jesus! First period, 7 minutes in, they pulled a goalie.
9 shots, 6 saves, 3 goals. Like, yeah, you had some nice saves, but yeah, 3 you missed.
Yeah, no, man, damn. That's crazy.
He's pissed. Like, you can see.
He's madder than a motherfucker. He is madder than a motherfucker. He looks like he's straight up about to beat the shit out of somebody.
Anybody say anything, man, you're dead.
He's like, you remember how we were a team before game 1? I will fucking end your existence. I will end you. Good God. Oh man, that's nuts. Now I'm curious, like how long until they score again? Like what the fuck?
Only 5 more minutes.
We're not even halfway through the first period, and it's 3-0.
I don't even.
Jesus, I
This is a
wouldn't.
regular season game. Okay, but this is a playoff game. You're playing like this.
Yeah, yeah. You're not coming in with a house of fire here. You're kind of limping in here. I mean, there's still a lot of game left. Not gonna say they couldn't come back because they could, but fuck, 3-0. Jesus. Ah. Jesus Christ.
This is ridiculous.
That's funny. Like I said, I'm dumbfounded more than anything because I just didn't expect it to be quite like that. Especially in the second round, you wouldn't think that you would have thought, that the goalie would have been. I wouldn't even say the goalie would have been more on top of it, but
Edmonton scored.
did they?
3-1. Yep.
How fucking far ahead of me are you?
Oh, it popped up on my phone.
What's your timestamp at?
My time step is 12:19.
Okay, so you were about 15 seconds ahead of me. Okay, all right. So we got a game here. We're only ahead by 2. So this might be one. They were talking about this series being a little nuts, and it could very well could play into that insanity of just what the hell do you do with mother of God? What did I fucking touch? Uh-oh.
Ew.
I broke my lights.
Oh, what?
Eh? Did I fix it? I think I fixed it. Fuck, I don't know. Things are broken.
This is a crazy one. I'm probably about to go.
No, it's cool.
Some of this. Yeah, this is.
It's cool. I'm actually gonna end the stream here, just because I've been sitting a little longer than I had intended to, and I'm hurting a little bit, so it's kind of my fault.
Yeah.
But
No, it's all right.
no, I thank you for hanging out with me, buddy. It's actually nice to get to sit down and actually get to talk to you. That was cool.
Always, same. Likewise, man. We're
So-
gonna do it again sometime.
Fuck yeah. So, I don't know. I might set something up. We're going to be out of town a couple of days next week. But maybe one day next week, maybe we sit down and do a little simulation of the finals.
Oh, I'm down with that, man.
Take the 4 teams and simulate some full-on fucking some games. That'd be fun. I'd be down for that.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Yeah, just let me know when.
So yeah, otherwise, thank you again, buddy, for hanging out with me. Thank you to anybody who hangs out and watches this at a later date. If you have made it to this point, do me a quick favor. We're going to try this. I ain't going to guarantee it's going to work. Wait for it. I hit the wrong fucking button because I'm a terrible human being. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Oh, that looks so badass. I'm real proud of that. I'm real fucking proud of that, actually. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And then hit the notification bell as well, as you will be notified when we go live again. It won't be tomorrow, but I might, go live Friday with some Rogue Company or Apex. Actually, I think I'm supposed to play tomorrow with Og. I think.
Oh, nice.
I think
I definitely will be there.
I gotta hit him. I gotta hit him up for that one. He mentioned it, so I don't know if we're actually going to or not. But otherwise, thank you guys again. Thank you, sir, for hanging out with me. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Offensive Madman, reminding you that if words offend you, you can fuck off.